Hey guys, this is Lady Fantastic. Hope you guys are all doing well. You may have noticed that it's been a minute since I've come on. Just kind of been, thinking about things and observing things and doing a little more listening than talking, which is good, I think. So, Biggie Shack kind of put this, planted this seed or whatever. He was just like, hey dudes, like, this is based on his Instagram post. He's just like, man, I've gotten a lot of new stuff. I want to do a new top 50. And I talked to my buddy Rob, because I was like, man, that's a good idea. I wouldn't mind doing that, because I mean, your collection is always changing, isn't it? And what your top 50 is, one year can drastically alter in the year before or after, right? So we actually did it on Rob's show, but I wasn't very thoughtful about it. So I'm going to do this again, and I'm going to show you 50 books that are like my top 50. And you guys know this is very subjective. And so what I think I tried to do is put in books that I thought were kind of integral to certain titles or big things, or stuff that I thought was important. But what I think is important isn't necessarily going to be the same as the person next to me. And that's why I love watching all these videos, because they're all different. So with that being said, I'm going to start with the Mighty Thor 338, and that's because I don't have 337. The introduction of Beta Ray Bill by Walton Louis Simonson was a game changer for me. Like, he's a total badass. You can't help but, like, sympathize with him and his cause. And he's just like, I don't know, I'm not good with the wrestling terms, but maybe he's like the Randy Savage to Hulk Hogan. I don't know, man. But anyways, they're a great duo. Here's another, this comic is important to me because this storyline brought me to Thor. I would have never given two shits about Thor. Well, that's not true. I cared about this, but like in this whole new dynamic way, like, okay, well, when Thor hasn't been good since 1983, which is a year before I was born, that doesn't give you a whole lot to go off of, because my entire life Thor was shit. Like, I'm just gonna say, so I had to go to these, like, I call them the BC years, the before Caroline years. I have to go to BC issues to, find any good content. Same can be said about Xmen to a certain extent. Anyways, I digress. If it weren't for Jason Aaron writing this, I would have never come back to Thor the way I have. And frankly, Donny Cates would have never touched Thor if it were not for this run. Jason Aaron changed the landscape, and with Esad Ribic doing the art, you've got this masterpiece. Highly recommend everyone reading Thor God of Thunder 125, Be There, Be Square. And this is another, so Aaron comes off with this great run coming from God of Thunder where, Thor no longer deems himself worthy and he can't lift a Mjolnir anymore. But then, like, this reveals where Jane Foster actually is the new Thor. She's worthy. She's got cancer, like stage 4 cancer, but she's worthy of yielding Mjolnir, and it gives her great strength, but it kind of reverses the chemo that she gets in her treatments. But anyways, this is never meant to be a continuation. This was a side story. So when people like freak out about, oh man, they're trying to make Thor a girl, no dude, like, this is part of a story where it's not permanent. You know, like, Thor went through some emotional shit. He can't have Mjolnir in his hand the whole time. And this is just part, it's just part of the story of how he had to find himself again. That's the unworthy Thor, but this is, you know, reading the Thor part. Oh, God, Jane Foster Thor. Oh, my God, it's so good. Oh, my God, something else good. Oh, my God. So I went for me, it went for, like, my personal, like, favorites and the things that I like content and stuff. So I'm a big Silver Surfer fan. Hey, holler out to Robert Galvin, the G-Man. He is also in that camp as well. John Byrne, Silver Surfer, just an excellent read. Part of the canon, dude. And then, of course, Mobius, however you say his name, a European artist that just oh man, this was groundbreaking. He turned this into like high art. I feel like the European artist brings sophistication. When I say that, I like totally knock all my shit over. But I think this and this about art, salam. And that's what you get for being not very coordinated. Plus, it's my staple move. Anyways, alright. I like the Tomb of Dracula, and partly because of some of the cover art. Oh man. One of my favorite issues, issue 44. Alright, dude. It's where Dracula fights Doctor Strange. That is one issue that I definitely wanted. And I think it's like issue 14 of Doctor Strange. And correct me if I'm wrong, somebody's going to know this. That's like where Dracula is in the Doctor Strange. So that's like it spans across. But I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot. Tomb of Dracula 50, he fights the Silver Surfer. Alright, we've already established that Silver Surfer is a fan of mine. I'm a fan of him. Maybe he's a fan of mine. But given the fact that he doesn't exist, probably is gonna prove that wrong. Alright, Black Panther #1, Jack Kirby. Gosh dang, man. Just coming in with the brilliant ideas later in his Marvel career. Getting to do whatever he wants. Man, these Solomon frogs. You know, I don't know. They're like the warped version of Dorothy's magic slippers. You put these two together and like you go to like different places in time and space. Yeah, man, why not? And then Jungle Action #5, and this is the first time that we have Black Panther's name occurring in the title. And so that's a big deal, man. I'm proud of him. Good job to T'Challa. You know, he's breaking ground there. This is Bill Sienkiewicz. I have to nod out to my artists. And so first Black Spectre, Moon Knight 25. Wow. Much love. So let's see if we get another little chunky chew. Bear with me here. This is going to be a longer video. So just saying. Okay, you guys. John Romita Sr. and Sal Buscema. So I love cats, right, man? I do. I'm weird. But this, to get a couple of my favorite artists on such a great cover. I love this Marvel Features Presents Astonishing AntMan #9 art with Sal Buscema and John Romita Sr. You have Ant-Man throwing a nail like it's a javelin. I mean, it's just good stuff. I want to say this is the second appearance of Elric. So this is Conan the Barbarian 15, and this is a very kind gift from Steven Spock. And some of the comics are some of the best comics you see in here have been A-OKs from people in the community. And I can't be thankful enough, man. I just, thanks, guys, and I love you all. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, these Dell or Gold Key Phantoms. The art is beautiful. That is Don Newton art. This is a 12 center. So it's ruthless super apes defy the Phantom for control over the jungle. I mean, dude, I think this is just beautiful art, and that's why I got it. Pardon me. Great. Marvel Spotlight on Spider-Woman, first Spider-Woman appearance. And, just a epic classic cover. One that you would want to have in your top 50, I feel like, if you've got it. Amazing Spider-Man 55. Again, part of an A-OK from Steven Spock. Again, to me, a classic cover. I love it. And this is fun because this is like, okay, you're at the point in the 70s where comics are a hit. Marvel is taking off. So now they're trying to put out feelers and expand their market. And so this whole Spidey super stories is a way to get a younger audience and kind of push the superheroes on the kids even earlier. And I can't even support that enough with the help of Electric Company / Morgan Freeman. So yes, all of this is magic to me. Oh my God, Mike Zeck, you and Captain America, you made some history, my man. So 332, Captain America No More. Then there's so many I could have picked from the Caps with Mike Zeck art, and this is another one of his that I'll do. But essentially, some of the best modern, I guess, art I think is done by Mike Zeck. He's so, I don't know. He's really good. So I showed you a couple of earlier Black Panthers, and so this is Fantastic Four, number 53. This is lasting. I'm talking just a good old thing. All right, dudes. I'll do it. Hang with me. I'm cool, man. Fantastic Four, 53. Second appearance of Black Panther. And I'm very thankful to have this. I'll get this off the eBay. She's beat, but I love her. Fantastic 65. First appearance of Ronan the Accuser. I really like that character. This is a book that I had been wanting for a while, and so I picked it up. Fantastic Four, number 78. This was another AOK from Steven Spock. He's my buddy. But to be fair, he hasn't just been sending me stuff for like free. I've been hooking him up with Reflection Collection comics. This is a more modern key, but dude, I love it. I don't even care. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, number 1. I am a female in science, so I can't help but like Luna Lafayette and a fucking dinosaur. So it's just too much to handle. So much cute. Marvel superheroes. This is the first Squirrel Girl. So there you have it. Another member of the community reached out to me, and I actually purchased it from him. So this is small world, man. Hulk 177. I'm gonna start talking. So Hulk's kind of a thing that I like, and I mean, you've got him fighting Warlock. That's crazy good. This is good. This is the good stuff. This is the meat of the sandwich, dude. This is what you want. 182, another Steven Spock trade. Oh my god. Can't really realize until I'm narrating it, but yeah, this was another act of kindness from him, and I couldn't be more thankful. Incredible Hulk 182, and just in great shape. Thanks so much, my man. I think this brought Hulk back. I mean, not since Peter David in the late 80s did I really... That was good Hulk. But this, man, Al Ewing really turned it back into kind of creepy Frankenstein-y-ish, and I love it. It was great writing. And then, part of the Incredible... This is 449. This is a key because this is a first appearance of the Thunderbolts. Alright, that's about half of them. Oh my god. Maybe more. It's more than half. Alright. I'm gonna be fast. This is X-Men number 14, the first appearance of Sentinels, Bolivar Trask, or I think that's, yeah. This was another AOK from the community, from Unruly Simeon. I love this book. I'll cherish this book. It's going to be buried with me. X-Men 28. This was an AOK from Steven Spock, right? Steve Whiting. Stone Cold Steve Whiting. Such beautiful shape. I can't tell you. This is the first Banshee, and this one I'm going to get buried with too. They're all my preciouses. So you guys are going to see reflected here, because I am an X-Men fan, I included books of significance to me in the X-Men, like, lineage, and storyline. And so, like, this is the first appearance of, Moira McTaggart, X-Men 96, right? First return of, like, the, Dark Phoenix, I think, yeah. But this is X-Men 125. Okay, everybody, John Byrne just kills it. Uncanny X, yeah. Days of Future Past, 141 and 142, we should all know by heart, because, well, if you're an X-Men person, but, it's some of the best storytelling in the X-Men period. So here we've got, like, a first appearance of Gambit, and here we have a first appearance of one of my favorite villains, Apocalypse. And that's why I deem this a worthy book. This is Wolverine number 1 of volume 2. So you've got new artists, but it's still written by Claremont. So let me get this final chunk. And we shall be done. Man, thanks for hanging. It just took longer than I thought, dude. Thought I was going to zip through it, but I'm chit-chatting because it's been so long. Alright. So, Marvel Defenders. So this is, I think, the 3rd or 4th appearance. Just an early appearance of the Defenders. And it's got Zenmu on it, and so I love it. And that's why I showed you. So here's just a couple of really... some key Avengers books that I just want to showcase from my collection that I think belong in my top 50. So jumping to 94, The Avengers. This was a gift from Stone Cold Steve Whiting. And then this one I believe I got off the eBay. This is Avengers 99, and there's just 2 great examples of the style that they were doing, like boxing in the covers is very stylistic, defined by that period of time. So let's see, 144 is the first appearance of Hellcat. I think she's cool, and I like the fight. I mean, she's a feisty redhead. I'm not gonna not like her. Come on, man. We needed to show. I needed to show first appearance of Nebula. It's a thing, you know, man. And then this is. So now I'm gonna show the last bit is DC. So you can see my bias. Like I'm not gonna lie that I am. I hope you don't judge me too harshly for that. But Jack Kirby, on DC. I love some of the stuff he did. And so here's Mr. Miracle number 3. This is a Sandman number 1. couple of Swamp Things here. Bernie Wrightson is just one of my favorites, and I love the Swamp Thing covers that he's done. So number 5 and number 8 were a couple of favorites of mine that I just really wanted to show. Batman 400. This is, I think, the second Sienkiewicz that's made the list, so another bias there you can see, and both titles have them, or both DC and Marvel. I've had him repped in both. Detective Comics 500 don't have many big detective events, but this one's kind of just a semi, celebration. I don't know. Spectre, number 10, just wonderful, beautiful book. 12 center. I probably won't ever get rid of this. I don't. And then finally, all new stories. Tarzan presents Edgar Rice Burroughs' Weird Worlds, which has John Carter, Warlord of Mars. And, this has an interesting history with the John Carter thing, going back and forth between Marvel and DC, and about who wanted to pay the rights for what, when, and for how much. Anyways, that's my top 50. It's a little weird, but these were things that I thought were worth talking about. So, you guys take care, be well, wash your hands, see ya.